You're listening to Fast Facts, Ask the Expert with Machell Hudson-Hoover.
Welcome back, everyone, into Fast Facts, Ask the Expert, Oral Systemic Edition with Machell Hudson-Hoover. Welcome back, Machell.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's February. I have a very specific question for you today. Are you ready for this one?
I am.
All right. So we talk a lot about oral bacteria and how that can play a role in diseases throughout the body, right? So the very specific question for you is, how does that same oral bacteria impact colorectal cancer risk?
Oh, this is good, Andrew. How often do we talk about this? How often do you hear about it? You don't. So
honestly, almost never, yeah.
This is really another encouragement and really instilling value in the importance of we dental professionals. So what do we know about periodontal pathogens when it comes to head and neck cancers that we're very comfortable talking about, right? We know that they affect specific intracellular pathways and promote cell survival. I mean, I know this is a little bit sciencey, but we know that they can activate these pathways and reduce protein expression and increase cell migration and invasion. And that's scary. So we're used to hearing that again with head and neck cancers. But what we don't talk about is colorectal cancer, and it's actually a really big deal. So a little bit, we know that excluding skin cancers, colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in both men and women, y'all. And now we've gotten better at screening. And so I am grateful that we are really proactive in that. I'm not sure about you, Andrew, but I do get screened. I don't have to get screened. The last one I went to a couple of years ago, I get another, 7 years before another one that I need. So we know that we're losing over 100,000 colorectal cancer a year, and that's actually more than stroke. So that should raise a real big red flag with everyone and how we need to get awareness out when it comes to this very heartbreaking disease. And so we know that new cases of colon cancer, 106,000, rectal cancers, 46,000, and that's 1 in 23 men and then 1 in 26 women. So what do we know about the oral and systemic connection when it comes to this? Well, it all comes down to bacteria. And I'm a big believer in pathogen testing. And really, I speak pathogen testing because our goal is to understand our patients' oral risk. And, what we get to complement by understanding specific bacteria is systemic risk as well. And so we know that dentistry's responsibility in playing in this role in prevention and treatment is significant. So gut microbiota plays an important role in the bacteria. And when it comes to colorectal cancer, and specific bacteria are going to be, like FN, we're used to hearing about, PG, Porphyromonas geminivalis, that I know Katrina Sanders talks a lot about on her podcast, and many more. But we know that in one study, they isolated and cultured identical strains of like F. nucleatum in the saliva and fecal species of patients that had colorectal cancer. And what they found is that in healthy people, they also looked at cultures from and what they found is that they had no F. nucleatum. And that should be really concerning. But in patients with periodontal disease, they found them at both locations. And that I don't know about you, Andrew, but that actually just gave me the shivers, because that is, what does that do? Responsibility, right? And I'm really responsibility focused. And it's an uncomfortable conversation to have, but it's a necessary conversation to have in treatment and disease.
So what it sounds like, though, is getting tested and having the diagnostics are like really important in helping us understand if we are at risk, is what it sounds like.
I think it's incredibly important to screen our patients, and we should be confident when we have a periodontal pathogen, salivary diagnostics on our treatment plan, and also offering that option for our patients that know that they have a family history of colorectal cancer, because we do play a role in prevention. And there's so much more about this, Andrew, that we don't have time to talk about in short period of time.
I know. But I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. If people want to reach out to you, how can they find you?
Machell at rdhhealth, or you can find us on our website at integrativedentalcoaching.com.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Fast Facts Ask the Expert. If you have a topic you'd like one of our experts to answer, simply email me, Andrew at ataleoftwohygienist.com, and we will get it on the air as soon as possible. Thanks for listening.